Before we go,
You're good.
Rockstar, I want you to do one thing for me, and that's just to please stop disappointing me.
Damn,
I'm
dude.
just asking you to
Oh
do
my
one thing for Rockstar
god.
as a company. I hope that someone at Rockstar is listening. Just please stop disappointing me. The fact that you take your time announcing that these games are going to be released, and the games I'm discussing about, what I'm talking about, are the GTA trilogy, which is Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, the definitive editions, or should I say, quote unquote, the definitive editions. Um, that's
That's what it
probably
titled the video.
one of the laziest remakes slash remasters I've probably ever seen. And the fact that I was excited about it when I saw the trailer, and the way I feel about it now is almost night and day.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to see my reaction, it's on Lex's channel, the YouTube channel. So check that out.
Lex. That is L3X underscore 44 on the
Yeah.
Lex Gaming channel.
So on that video, we talked about how things were looking great. The graphics were
Yeah.
great. The comparisons from the old game, everything just looked like a step up. Like that's what it was going to be. But like I said before, it took Rockstar months to finally say, hey, this is going to be a thing that you can play on your consoles and PCs. We can't wait for you to have it. They didn't really even say anything until they dropped the trailer and then said, hey, by the way, this is dropping in 3 weeks. And then slowly we figured out that controls were going to be different. Thank goodness. And not really much else about it. We didn't really get much about the soundtracks or anything. So some of the songs from the games were cut. In particular, the Michael Jackson songs from Vice City were cut, and
Oh,
that one hurts
yeah.
because if you remember that first mission where you get dropped off at Rosenberg's office, you get out and you get on the moped and it's playing Flash 106 FM, and the first song that's playing is Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
She's not my girl.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. So the fact that if I do decide to buckle down and pay $60 to get the game, I can't make that memory happen. I can't relive that moment because that song is no longer in the game.
Do you think that that was like a copyright issue, or do you think that there was an issue with whatever Michael MJ's history
I
of
think it was
that?
definitely a licensing issue,
Yeah.
but I feel like they should have been a little bit more transparent about it. It shouldn't have been a surprise. That's my big thing about it.
Have you played this game?
I have not. I do have San Andreas downloaded, but I have not played it yet.
Okay, I haven't played this game at all.
But from what I've seen, I don't even have much of a reason to play it, to be honest.
I did hear that there was leaks. There was like some sort of a hacker leaked all like the information being, you know, some of the information inside the game. The for whatever why is like discussions between the Rockstar employees in the game. Why I don't understand how that like of course I'm ignorant to like however games are made or the data, but like why is there like messages between Rockstar employees in the game, or maybe I didn't read the article right or something like that. Like it was called the Holy Grail of or something like that, right? The Holy Grail.
Yeah,
Let me look it up. Let me make sure that what I'm talking about is correct while Dalmo talks more about how the game is coming out.
yeah. So performance wise, it's okay. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing on mainline consoles, but on the Nintendo Switch, I have seen reports of frame droppings and the game running at 18 frames per second, which is almost unplayable if you ask me. Someone that can really only play at 30 and 60 frames, uh, dipping anything below that, I notice it and it's an instant turnoff. And the fact that there were there were reports that the games were being built from the ground up, but someone actually got the PC version, went into the code, and found parts of the code that were the exact same from the PS2 version.
So check this out. Right here, I got the article from GameSpot. It's called GTA Trilogy removed from PC Store amid claims
Mm-hmm.
that Holy Grail files were leaked. And under it says, Rockstar GTA The Trilogy Definitive Edition has been pulled from the Rockstar Games launcher, which is the only place to buy the game for PC. The Rockstar launcher has gone down completely, as well as Rockstar thanked fans for their patience and said it's working to restore services and get the game back online. Because GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas were delisted on digital stores ahead of the definitive edition release, there's currently no way to buy the game in any fashion on the PC right now because of the hacks for the Holy Grail file leak, right? So Rockstar support tweets out, "We thank you for the patience and understanding as we continue to work on restoring services on the Rockstar game launcher and supporting titles." This was on November 12th. Continue on. As spotted by the VGC, GTA fan Vadman M claims to have found the main.scm film within the definitive edition code on PC, which is described as the holy grail for each title. The files are said to include cut content and messages. This is the crazy part right here. Why is there messages within? I don't understand. Right? This is me talking ignorance about game development and how things are working behind the scenes. But it's kind of weird to have saved messages within the game itself. You know,
Sloppy.
that's kind of like
Crazy
what?
sloppy.
How does that even work? Like, whatever. Somebody could explain that.
Just a lack of them not testing things, them not going through everything. Like the fact that you can boot up the Switch version and have frame drops immediately just goes to show that Grove Street Games, which is who I think is the one, they're the ones that were overseeing the entire project. The fact that they didn't play test this game before it went to the public hands is kind of insane. So these messages that got leaked, that's not surprising at all. It just shows that they did not care. There's no way to show that they cared about it.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And it's so
And
fun.
the closest thing that we can really compare this to is Cyberpunk 2077 from last year,
Really.
and that's terrible to say. But yeah, I mean, just the things that were kind of promised and shown off just aren't what we got them to be.
Man, it's crazy. And
Rendering issues, graphical issues, and subtitle error, and text from the actual world being messed up. One of the characters in the game has a jersey on that it used to have a 7 on it, but they for some reason they changed it to a 9, but you can still see the outline of the jersey that's a 7 behind the 9, and it's just lazy work. It's almost like they just threw it up and just said, "Hey, here you go, give us $60 now."
it's so weird. And this game is, like you said, full price. This is a
Yeah,
67
$60.
$7 game, $60 or $7.
I think 60. It's still listed as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But yeah, a
So
$60 game where you get 3 games, but there are 3 games that we've had for over 15 years.
man, and the article continues and says, um, where was I? Some believe that this is part of the reason why the games were removed from the store, and they were talking about how the files and the messages were released as to why
Mm-hmm.
the next sentence happened. The definitive edition comes with updated versions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, featuring better visuals, refrigerated what is it? Refrigerators borrowed from GTA 5 and GTA 5 style controls? Whatever
Yeah.
that means.
The controls are just like, holding LT and shooting with RT. I mean, or L2 and R2. The driving is used with the triggers instead of A and B to back up, things like that.
Okay. According to a report, if the GTA re-release performed well, Rockstar might remaster Red Dead Redemption next. Take Two's Carl Slatov recently outlined Take Two's position on remaster, saying it's all about the money. Wow, what?
They should leave Red Dead Redemption alone.
Did you just hear that last?
Yeah,
T-
money is money.
Take Two's Carl Slatov, hopefully I'm not butchering the last name, recently outlined Take Two's position on remaster, saying it's all about the money. In
Yeah,
it,
I mean, that's a fact, dude. Look at Red Dead Online right now.
so
Like
there's people
the game is a
saying,
mess.
hey, yeah, this is kind of about the money, and we are gonna give you a product, and
Yep.
it's kind of just like the name, but hey, take this because hey, you know GTA, GTA
Mm-hmm.
3, you know GTA Vice City, you know GTA San Andreas, you
4 and
know,
5, of course, online.
yeah, you know these games, right? You know these games. Hey, guess what? We're about to make a bunch of money, and here's Red Dead Redemption. We don't
Mm-hmm.
really give a fuck about the thing because you're gonna buy it anyways. And
Anyway.
and this is fucked up because in the article at GameSpot.com/article/GTA Trilogy removed from PC Store, in this last sentence saying it's all about the money. How crazy is that? That we're in an age where the game develop or whoever this guy is, I don't know who Carl Slatoff is. I don't know exactly what he does in the company or whatever. But for somebody to just be saying, "Hey, it's all about the money, man."
It's shocking in a sense, but then again, it's not surprising at all because we know how these
Yeah.
people and these corporations think.
Hold up.
If it's anything,
I got a little job for you, pal.
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say that they know that if it's anything that can make them a buck, if they prefer to be a quick buck, they'll do it, and that's the
Yeah.
result of this game.